Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with a super in-depth video about a ton of news. A ton of news is one picture that confirms revealed, that the Silver Ranger is going to be debuting in this week's, which is tomorrow's episode of Beast Morphers. I mean, I'm recording this video in the late morning-ish and putting it up before I go out for the day, so there's always a chance they could do, you know, a preview clip that involves him, but they put out a picture of it. The main reason I wanted to make this video is that I kind of mentioned yesterday in a joke that, you know, some of my speculation could be rendered useless by the episode this week after, like, yesterday's Gold Ranger news rendered a theory video I had ready to go useless. And they rendered it useless the next morning. You couldn't have waited till the episode. I mean, honestly, this is kind of funny because I guess in the last few years it's become pretty commonplace for the 6th Ranger, you know, the extra Rangers, to debut kind of early-ish because, you know, we have two 20-episode seasons, so we end up debuting around episode 8, because usually the 6th Ranger debuts, like, give or take halfway through. It's been earlier in recent years, starting with Sentai, but, like, it's extra early. Hold on, this is bothering me. This is really important. There we go, fixed it. But you know, what was I saying? So, like, the 6 Rangers, they usually debut about halfway through. In recent years, both in Sentai and PR, it's been earlier, but it seems like extra early in PR nowadays because we have the 2-season format. So, like, we're so close in, and I mentioned yesterday how I really miss when it was kind of a special event, and you have promos, and a little bit more build-up, and a little bit more time with the core team, to be honest. So I kind of hoped that they had split this up a little bit. I had mentioned in that theory video that's now erased from time that I was hoping that they were gonna, like, tee up Gold and Silver in tomorrow's episode and then have that kind of be the cliffhanger for next week when we get back from the hiatus. And then yesterday I was like, okay, we're doing Gold. It would be really cool if they split it up and then you use Gold to tee up Silver. But they're just doing both tomorrow. Although, you know, to be fair, given that it's only a 22-ish minute episode or whatever after commercials, we're probably just going to debut them and then we'll probably get to know them more. I mean, we know Nape, you know what I mean. Like, we'll have more stuff with them, kind of like actual content when we get back. And I feel like I'm going to say this, but maybe it'll be rendered useless by tomorrow's, you know, episode. But I'm assuming we won't see the Zords tomorrow. Now, I've said that, they'll probably debut that and Tatagami Lyo tomorrow, now that I just said that. But given the pace at which we've kind of taken it easy with the Zords, which, you know, was partly due to the footage, I imagine that we'll hold off on that. Or at least I certainly hope so, just to give a little bit something. And, you know, there was a lot of talk yesterday about how Silver might happen and, you know, when, because a lot of people like myself thought that he just disappeared, but it turns out he just fell over. Somebody, I think it was on the comments of my video yesterday, it might have been Twitter, but I think it was the video, that said that the interesting idea of when, like, the morph-x went over Nate, that maybe it, you know, affected the J-bot as well, and kind of merged his DNA with human DNA a little bit, and that's where the sound in the morpher, I'm half robot or half human, all awesome or whatever. Because there were originally people like, oh, that's Jay, and then people were like, what if it's Nate and he's half robot? I mean, who knows, that could still happen. Like, in the season finale, he could go, good thing, good thing, good thing. Good could still happen. But that's an interesting note. Like, I do imagine that whatever happened, actually I think it'd be kind of cool if, like, Nate seemed like he was planning on this Gold Ranger bit. Like, for all we know in the episode, he was planning on both. But I think it would be kind of cool if he was planning on the Gold Ranger bit, and then Silver was like an unforeseen side effect. Like, that would be kind of neat. I'm definitely interested to see where it goes. Sometime, you know, in the next few weeks or whatever, after the mid-season finale airs, I'll probably do like a little speculation video about the second half of the season. But, you know, I'm excited to see them, and the suits look good in the photos and the clips we've gotten. But I just kind of wish they had held off, both in terms of debuting them after the hiatus, and I wish they weren't doing this preview clip business. Like, I'm never the person to complain about spoilers, and this certainly isn't really a spoiler to me since I know, you know, all the suits and stuff that are supposed to be coming, you know, supposed to be. I just don't, I feel like it creates this anti-hype, not anti-hype, but like it takes away from the hype. Like, I get it, you want to promote it. Like, comics will do the same thing. Well, they'll announce something like, here's Lord Draken or Cap's Hydra. Like, why would you put a twist like that in an article? Like, I guess I'm not a businessman, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that it generates more hype. I mean, it does. But from my opinion, I think that they should let the twist or the reveal happen, then you get that wow moment, you know, and then you get a little bit word of mouth, then you put out the article, and then you still, it's kind of like with the toy debuts I talk about in Sentai, like they have to have it debuting the same time it's on screen. I'm like, why don't you just get double the sales by doing both reveals? Like, I don't know. Like, it just kind of bothers me a little bit, because it seems like they've already shown us all the big important things that are going to be happening in this week's episode, and the episode's not even out yet. I mean, honestly, people have been better about keeping tight-lipped for in-game spoilers than they have for the Gold and Silver debuts. But anyway, I just wanted to make this quick, fun little video because I thought it was funny that, like, all my speculations keeps getting rendered useless by Beast Morphers announcing things. So I'll definitely be interested to be covering the episode and seeing if there's anything unexpected, seeing some circumstances of it, and potentially if they tee up anything for the second half of the season, if they had enough forethought of, like, you know, kind of like Dino Chargers, I feel kind of felt like it was a mid-season finale. Anyway, that's about it for this one. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps, and ring the bell to get notifications for all my videos. Till next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.